Welcome to Stephen Lewis Secondary School. We are so happy that you've joined us tonight. I'd like to introduce you to our wonderful guidance staff. Reading from left to right, Miss Ellis, Miss Stevenson, Mr. Lebedinsky, Miss DeMetto, and Miss Wadowski. Why would a student come to guidance? We'd meet students for a variety of reasons. We'd meet students to talk about pathway options and how to create a pathway to reach their goals. Mental health support when a student is struggling with anxiety and other mental health challenges. We can provide resources for students and parents to access, timetable changes, graduation information, and post-secondary school application information, and of course, community involvement information. We are committed to supporting all of our students. We're here to answer all questions, address all concerns, and we'll do our best to come up with a positive solution. Note, the photos that were used in this presentation were taken both last year and this current school year. We wanted to show what life at Stephen Lewis Secondary School is like in a more traditional year, as well as to show you that we continue to learn and thrive while wearing masks. I would like to take this time to do our land acknowledgement. Even though we are connected virtually today, we continue to live and work on land that has been shared with us. We attend schools on the traditional territories of the Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe peoples, whose presence in these spaces continues today. We also live and work on the treaty lands of the First Nations of the Williams Treaty, as well as the Mississaugas of the Credit. So we thank them and other Indigenous peoples for sharing this land with us. We also extend a hand of partnership to the Chippewas of Georgina Island, with whom we have a close relationship. We acknowledge this land and the people because the first step to reconciliation is recognizing the existence of Indigenous people. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada calls to action numbers 62 to 63 speak to the significance of education as the key to reconciliation. A shared understanding of how our collective past brought us to where we are today will help us walk together into a better future. Our school council co-chairs are Ilanit Kreitzer and Nikki Uval. Follow us on Instagram at SLSS-YRDSB or Twitter www.yrdsb.ca/schools/StephenLewis.ss. We recommend that all students participate in our school community. We offer a wide variety of extracurricular activities that students can be a part of, including student council, clubs, and sports. Clubs and sports, which are divided up by season, are highlighted over the next 3 slides. Clubs are student-led with a teacher supervisor. The school year is divided up into 2 semesters. Each semester is approximately 5 months in length. All grade 9 students must carry 4 courses per semester. Each course is 75 minutes in length. Grade 9 students must take 6 compulsory courses and 2 elective courses. When students pass a course, they earn a credit. Students will need 30 credits to graduate and receive their Ontario Secondary School diploma. Grade 9 students must pick 6 compulsory courses. These courses include English, math, science, geography, French, and health and physical education. Grade 9 students will choose 2 elective courses. They include the following: computer tech. This course introduces students to concepts and skills in computer technology, which encompasses computer systems, networking, interfacing, and programming, as well as electronics and robotics. Business tech. This course provides an introduction to information and communication technology in a business environment. Students will use a case study model to help develop word processing, spreadsheet, database, desktop publishing, presentation software, and website design skills. Drama. Students will have the opportunity to explore dramatic forms and techniques using material from a wide range of sources and cultures. Students will use the elements of drama to examine situations and issues that are relevant to their lives. Students will create, perform, discuss, and analyze drama, and then reflect on the experiences to develop an understanding of themselves. Music. In our music department, music emphasizes the performance of music at a level that strikes a balance between challenge and skill and is aimed at developing technique, sensitivity, and imagination. Students will participate in creative activities that teach them to listen with understanding. They will also learn the correct musical terminology and its appropriate use. Individual and family living. This course explores, within the context of families, some of the fundamental challenges people face: how to meet basic needs, how to relate to others, how to manage resources, and how to become responsible members of society. Students will explore adolescent development and will have opportunities to develop interpersonal, decision-making, and practical skills related to daily life. Exploring tech. In exploring tech, students will be given the opportunity to design and create products and/or provide services related to the various technological areas or industries, working with a variety of tools, equipment, and software commonly used in industry. Art. Through the discipline of visual art, students will become familiar with the elements and principles of design and the expressive qualities of various materials by using a range of media, processes, techniques, and styles. Students will use the creative and critical analysis process and will interpret art within a personal, contemporary, and historical context. Hairstyling and aesthetics. This course presents hairstyling, makeup, and nail care techniques from a salon or spa perspective. Using materials, processes, and techniques used in the industry, students learn fundamental skills in hairstyling, giving manicures and facials, and providing hair and scalp analysis and treatments. Learning strategy. This course will focus on pupils' needs and aspirations. A diagnostic aspect included within a student's IEP will aid the pupil in becoming more aware of their personal strengths, needs, and learning styles. The pupil will be introduced to strategies for learning that can be applied to the regular program coursework. The concepts taught will be reinforced through work with the instructor on an individual basis and through work in small groups. Note, principal approval is required for this course. This slide shows a sample timetable for a grade 9 student. In semester 1, period 1, this student has English, period 2, an elective, period 3, lunch. Period 3 is the common lunch period for a grade 9 student. Period 4, science, and period 5, French. Students will follow this timetable every day from the beginning of September until the end of January. In semester 2, this student has math in period 1, gym in period 2, period 3, lunch, period 4, a second elective, and period 5, geography. Students will follow their semester 2 timetable from the beginning of February until the end of June. We try our best to make sure that students have math and science in 2 separate semesters. In order to graduate with an Ontario Secondary School diploma, students must achieve the following: 18 compulsory credits, 12 elective credits totaling 30 credits. Each credit is 110 hours of instruction. Students must achieve 40 hours of community involvement, and they must pass the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test, which is taken in grade 10. Students must achieve the following compulsory credits over their 4 years in high school: 4 credits in English, 1 credit per grade, 1 credit in French as a second language, 3 credits in mathematics, at least 1 in grade 11 or grade 12, 2 credits in science, 1 credit in Canadian geography, 1 credit in Canadian history taken in grade 10, 1 credit in the arts, music, visual arts, photography, or drama, 1 credit in health and physical education, 0.5 of a credit in civics, and 0.5 of a credit in career studies taken in grade 10, and 1 credit in group 1, group 2, and group 3. In order to graduate, students must achieve 1 credit in each of their 3 groups. Students must be mindful about choosing courses throughout their 4 years of high school to make sure that a credit for all three groups has been completed. The following courses can fill Group 1: a second credit in French, an international language, a social science or humanity, for example, grade 9 individual and family living, or grade 11 law, a course in Canadian and world studies, for example, grade 11 or grade 12 history, a guidance and career education course such as grade 11 leadership, or cooperative education where students go out into the workforce to earn credits while learning in a practical environment. Group 2, a second credit in health and physical education, a second credit in the arts, a business credit, French or co-op. Group 3, a third credit in science, a credit in technological education, French or co-op, or a credit in computer science. Note, while French and co-op can fill any of the three groups, they can only be used once. You only need to fill one credit in each of the three groups, not everything that was mentioned. The types of courses that a student can take in grade 9 and 10 include applied, academic, locally developed, and open. The main difference between an applied and an academic course is the approach to learning. Students taking an applied course would benefit from more teacher-guided instruction. The teacher will use explicit instruction to demonstrate inquiry-based learning using a step-by-step approach. Explicit instruction breaks learning up into smaller parts, allowing students to process less information at one time. The pacing in an applied course is adjusted to allow students to spend more time reviewing their skills and knowledge, letting them master each stage before moving on to something new. Smaller class sizes and students having the opportunity to experience new skills with experimentation, reading, and listening is another thing that students would participate in an applied level course. Scaffolding is a way to provide support for students by breaking learning down into manageable chunks as they progress towards stronger understanding and greater learning. Here is what scaffolding might look like at home. When I taught my first daughter to ride her bike, I put her on her bike, I explained it to her, I gave her a push, and off she went. Needless to say, that did not work out very well. With my second daughter, with more experience under my belt, when I taught her to ride, I had her sit on the bike to practice balancing. I added training wheels. I started her out learning to balance with her training wheels and gradually raised the training wheels little by little. Once she was ready to remove the training wheels, I put her on the seat, steadied her with my hand, walked alongside, gave her a push, and then only then did I let her take off on her own. And the outcome was much more positive. Students in an academic class learn more independently. They work well in a group setting. Students are learning through a more advanced thinking style known as abstract reasoning. This means that they are learning by engaging with information in a more analytical way, using skills such as making connections or using deductions to arrive at an idea. They are self-directed and can manage their time while maintaining deadlines of multiple class assignments. They are comfortable in larger class settings. How should a parent choose between an applied and an academic course for their child? First of all, students can choose a variety of classes and courses. They are not relegated to take all academic or all applied. Before making your decision, use the following to guide your choices. Look at the report cards, specifically the comments and the learning skills. Talk to your child about what they perceive as their own strengths and needs, and consult with their grade 8 teachers as they know your children very well. We have an extensive student support network at Stephen Lewis. I am going to highlight some of them in the next few slides. Special education support is available to students who have been formally identified. Meetings are held in January and February to determine the best program placement. Learning Strategies is a credit-bearing course available to students who have an identification. We highly recommend that students with an IEP choose Learning Strategies as one of their electives. Other programs include partially integrated for students in community classes who require intensive support, and resource support, where a special education resource teacher provides support on a regular basis during the school year. ESL. Courses are available each semester to help students develop proficiency in English, especially in writing. Students are assessed for their level of English proficiency in grade 8, and they are placed into the appropriate classes. They will receive accommodations in all of their classes. There are other ways to get help at Stephen Lewis as well. Speaking to your children's teachers is always the first step in creating a plan to be successful. The math department offers extra help both in the early mornings and at lunch. The science department has extra help times as well. The guidance department meets with students to determine what resources are required to help students move forward both academically and emotionally. We have an extensive peer tutoring program, an incredible student success program, and of course, our awesome team of administrators. Students will be picking their courses on My Blueprint. My Blueprint is an online education and career planner that is available to all grades 7 to 12 YRDSB students and staff. The purpose of My Blueprint is to support students in thinking about and planning for their futures to help drive them to increased success in school. Students can take learning style, personality, and interest assessments to learn more about themselves, as well as to guide them to different career and educational opportunities. Students can plan their high school courses and investigate post-secondary career, job, and opportunity and volunteer opportunities. They also create and plan budgets and build career portfolios and resumes. Students will be picking their courses in February. The deadline for course submission is February 24th at 4 p.m. We encourage students to pick wisely, pick once. Students need to be mindful of their choices, as the opportunity to change courses in September is unlikely due to limited space in all classes. When deciding between applied or academic for your students' compulsory courses, use the following considerations: teacher recommendation, learning skills and comments from the report cards, levels of independence and pacing. Students should do their own research as well by reading the course descriptions on My Blueprint, speaking to their teachers, older siblings, and parents to help them consider the best option. These are some of the specialty programs that we offer at Stephen Lewis starting in grade 11. SHSM, or Specialist High Skills Major program, is designed to allow a student to specialize in a pathway leading to a program in the workplace, college, or university. We offer 2 sectors, one in business and one in health and wellness. The dual credit program allows students to go to a college and earn a credit both at Stephen Lewis and at the college they are attending for the course they are registered in. The Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program, or OYAP, allows students to start earning some of the competencies towards their Red Seal certification as an apprentice in a trade. The transition from grade 8 to grade 9 is ongoing. We have already been in contact with our grade 8 elementary partners. Later this month, guidance will arrange virtual visits with each of our grade 8 classes from each of our elementary schools to discuss course selection and aspects of student life at Stephen Lewis. Students will have the opportunity to watch a virtual school tour along with a video highlighting each department at Stephen Lewis. In December and January, special education staff will begin conversations about student placements for 2021. In January 2021, guidance will visit grade 8 classes virtually to assist with finalizing course selection plans for grade 9. Course requests are due into My Blueprint by February the 24th, 2021 at 4 p.m., after which students will be locked out of the system. Our mission at Stephen Lewis is to help our students succeed both academically and emotionally, always considering the whole student and their needs. We engage students with modern learning strategies. We teach and use critical thinking skills. Everyone uses technology to create, connect, and communicate. We provide supports both inside and outside of class, and we communicate regularly with our families. September 7th, 2021 is the first day of grade 9. The first day is strictly for grade 9 students, and it kicks off our welcome week at Stephen Lewis. We can't wait to meet our grade 9 students. We know that you might have questions after this presentation, so follow us at SLSSYRDSB on Instagram and join us for our Instagram Live Q&A on Wednesday, November 18, 2020 at 7 p.m. Be sure to write your questions down so that you don't forget them. We look forward to meeting our new sharks in September. Swim, sharks, swim!